welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. I have another fun project for you today. At least I think it's fun and I hope you like it. I'm using the In the Grove set for another beautiful card with the mountains. So I'm going to switch the camera around so we can get started. So here are my papers. I have a piece of white that's 3.5 by 3 3/4. My mat for that is 3 3/4 by 4, and this is Mossy Meadow. I'm using gray granite for this project. It's 4 by 5 1/4, and I have two. I'm going to actually use one for the inside instead of white on this card. And then my card base is my normal 5.5 by 8.5. Forgot to put my sticker on it. All right, we're going to start with our almost square. If you notice, it's just 1/4 of an inch different. The stamp sets I'm using, I'm sure you figured out I love this one and the lights being crazy. The Sweetly Scripted, I'm going to use the Happy Birthday. The Hooray for Surprises, and I'm going to use the Hope Your Birthday is Wonderful. You could also use Make a Wish, You're the Best, a lot of choices there. And then I'm using the In the Grove, and I'm using the stamp set, the mountains and the grass, and then the trees. All right, so for my mountains on this one, I'm going to use gray granite. Actually, yep. All right. Had a sudden thought there that I grabbed the wrong ink pad, but gray granite is the right one. With the bigger stamps, I always like to stamp them upside or ink them upside down, so I make sure I get a good image. And I'm going to use some grid paper. One, it helps me line it up straight, and two, it takes the extra ink so I don't get it where I don't want it. All right, going to stamp it, and then I'm going to go up and to the left just a little bit to give my mountain range. So it looks like there are two different mountain ranges. I actually stamped that too high, so we're going to turn it over and start again. All right, ink up my mountains. You know, I think to do placement on this one, I made this card a while back and then cut the papers so that I could do my video. And when I do that, sometimes I kind of forget steps on how I do things. All right, so I'm going to stamp this right at the bottom, and I'm going to use the same idea where I'm going to go up and over just a little bit to get a little bit different image. And then I'm going to stamp along the bottom because I need to fill in that white space that I had down there. I don't want that white. All right, I'm going to do my mountains right next to that. Then I'm going to go up and over just a little bit. There we go. That's the way I wanted it to look. Good deal. All right, and then I thought it'd be fun to have some birds flying. I think I'll do my birds in the gray granite. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love this mountain set. You haven't figured that out yet by the tone of my voice. All right, I'm going to grab the mat that is just 1/4 of an inch bigger on each side, and we'll put these together. There we go. When I'm doing masculine cards, I don't do a lot of ribbon or bling because I think guys aren't into that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should use more. I could put some twine around this, and I think twine would look all right. All right, then I'm going to take one of the 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to stamp my happy birthday. Now, most of the time when I stamp this long image, I put the happy birthday right in the middle because there's nice long swirls on both sides. But for this one, I thought it might be nicer to have it just on kind of more to one side. I'm going to want to make sure I have enough of the swoosh on this side so it continues. I just love that image. I love the greetings that they've put in that stamp set. It has thanks a million, happy anniversary, save the date, speedy recovery, great greetings that you could use for different occasions. All right, we'll adhere that on. There we go. And I just thought it was a little flat. So what I decided to do was I stamped the trees and then I used the dies to cut it out. And I thought it'd be nice to pop this up and just give it a little bit of a dimension, just a little bit different look. I'm going to put this piece down. This die set, the In the Grove, is in the catalog. The Hooray for Surprises is in the catalog. The Sweetly Scripted is an online product. So we call them online exclusive, but basically that means it's not in a printed catalog. So it's exclusively, you can only see it online. But I can order it for you at any time. If you're here at a class or just reach out to me, or you can order it as well. It's nice with the online exclusives because we're continually adding to that. So we're not limited to just the catalogs now, which is really nice. All right, so I just about have my trees ready to pop up on the front here. Get that out of the way, don't need my scratch paper anymore. The trees right there. For the inside, I thought it would be nice to stamp this greeting that says, "Hope your birthday is wonderful." And then I'm going to put my birds up here in the corner and my tree. Where did I put my tree? Here it is. Here in the corner. And I thought I'd put a bird down there. I think it will. There we go. So that's for my inside. Still gives me quite a bit of room to write, but then it also carries over the theme from the front of the card. If you struggle with masculine cards like I do, I think this set is a perfect one to have because it just gives a lot of variety with a lot of different, with the different images and the dies. All right, and then let me show you what I decided to do for the envelope on this one. I think I'll just carry over the trees and stamp them here in the corner. And I just love having those little birds flying around there. So I think I'll add those too. There we go. There's my card and envelope ready to go. I don't know why this is, stand must have gotten shoved. All right, so there's the card for today. Isn't that beautiful? Again, you can catch me at Davita's Stampin' Spot, which you know because you're watching right now. Here's my phone number and email address. Feel free to reach out. I would love to help you with any purchases, or if you have questions or need help with anything, please let me know. Thanks. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.